Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Alright everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastic. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Of course, drop yourself a comment as well. That's also free. Everyone likes freebies. Now, Hearn has given us a little bit of an update on Dillian Whyte and the situation. When will it be resolved? And of course, he's given his opinion as to how he believes the resolution will go. Okay, now this was posted about an hour ago on TalkSport, so I'll put an article to this in the description box as always, just so you don't have to take my word for it. I always leave a bit of a paper trail for you all. Anyway, this is what Hearn had to say. I'm actually seeing Dillian on Monday, so that was what, yesterday, even though this was only published an hour ago. Weird. Anyway, let's start again. I'm actually seeing him on Monday for an update. His lawyers are dealing with UKAD. I believe there is some kind of hearing taking place in early October. Hopefully after that, everything will be published, cleared, then he can continue to box. I think it's important it's dealt with before he fights again. Right now, he can box tomorrow, but I don't think that's necessarily right for the public. But it's important to know he's cleared to box. He's not suspended by anybody. He is cleared to box. He's able to box. But I just think for him, where he's at in his career, for the profile he's got, that he needs to draw a line under this, and that's what they're trying to do. So there's Hearn's statement. So first of all, TalkSport, you're 24 hours late on publishing this article. What the hell's wrong with you? Now, so what's Hearn getting at? Okay, first of all, listen, Dillian Whyte has been on this channel many times, and as you know, he's very, very open about things, and he likes to talk, okay? I mean, I've kept him on this channel for hours before, okay, even though, he was very busy. He's always very open and will answer any kind of question, and I know for a fact, that this whole situation will be eating him up, okay? He wants to come out, he wants to give his statements, he wants to put an end to all of this, because there's lots of people out there, unfortunately, that want him to be guilty. And not necessarily even because they don't like Dillian Whyte. Some of it's because they don't like him. But other ones because he's promoted by Hearn. Any kind of smear that they could put against Hearn, against any of his fighters, that's what they'll run with. As I said to you guys before, I've seen many, many things here on YouTube and of course on social media where people saying, I don't care what anyone says, Dillian Whyte is guilty. Absolutely outrageous. I mean, talk about waking up each and every day with hate in your heart. Very, very sad, right? But what Dillian Whyte wants to do, as Hearn quite clearly stated there, that even though he's able to box right now, he's not suspended, okay? He can't defend his interim and mandatory position. We know that bit because that bit's been put on hold. WBC, you complete muppet, okay? So either way, even though nothing's happened, he's not allowed to defend that interim world title or his mandatory position, which is very, very weird, even though they haven't suspended him. So again, they've jumped. It's a case of guilty before innocent, and now you've got to prove it, isn't it? Anyway, this is their own jurisdiction, I suppose. But either way, Dillian Whyte can fight if he wants to. He can get in the ring tomorrow and fight whoever the hell that he wants. All right? Because he's not suspended. Again, that's very important to get across. But what Dillian Whyte wants is, he doesn't just want to go into a meeting early October and say, right, okay, the B sample, if even that is even needed, we don't even know, okay? Everything is speculation. I've said this plenty of times before, that the only things that we know for a fact is that we don't know all the facts. That's the only fact that we know. So all the other kind of things that's been posted around on social media or on the internet, on the World Wide Web, about what it is that he's failed on and all these kind of things, we don't know if any of that's true. We don't know that at all. You know what people are like who publish articles online? They lie. They like to clickbait. Okay, that's what they do. And they will exaggerate certain things. Now, knowing Dillian Whyte the way that I do, there ain't no damn way he's going to be taking something. And the one thing that these guys are saying, as in this writer, I forgot his damn name, Thomas Hauser, is it? Who's saying that they found something to do with dianabol in his system, which is apparently a mix of two things. Again, anybody who knows anything about this kind of thing, again, go have a look on Google. Okay, you don't have to take my word for it. But it's, to get any kind of benefit out of this, you have to take this consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, that's the only way you can get any kind of benefit out of it. But yet he's passing tests 2 days before this alleged finding and 2 days after. So clearly he ain't doing it right, is he? So that tells me there's a little bit of a lie going on somewhere with some publications. Anyway, that aside. So what Dillian Whyte wants to do, okay, he doesn't want to just walk into the meeting in October and they go, yeah, everything's fine, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then walk out because he is a pay-per-view fighter right now. Okay? Dillian Whyte has worked his way up to become a pay-per-view fighter. Some people don't like that because he's not born British. Listen, it is what it is, okay? He's a very, very popular fighter and a very, very, very nice guy behind the scenes and that as well, okay? Don't always believe the on-camera personality, okay? He's a very, very nice guy, very, very genuine guy, okay? He's the one who helped kickstart this channel with me, okay? Now, he's a guy that wants to clear everything. He wants everybody in the known boxing world to look at him and go, oh, okay, so you were innocent then. Rather than people go, all right, so he's been cleared. Okay, so clearly Eddie Hearn paid off UKAD and the British Boxing Board of Control, who, by the way, are complete plums. They really are. They really are. But there's a whole lot of people out there who say that he's guilty. He wants to show you for a fact that he is innocent. Okay, that's what he wants to do. Ultimately, we don't know what the outcome of everything's going to be. For me, I believe he's innocent. I believe somewhere along the line, somebody somewhere has stitched him up. Can I prove that? Absolutely not. Okay, but this is what a lot of his lawyers are looking into. What is this tainted supplement that they found on this one day? Even though he cleared either side and passed every other test throughout the entire camp. Okay, he's on 24/7 VADA. Okay, and he paid for extra VADA in this camp as well. Why the hell would you pay for extra VADA and be cheating? Don't make any kind of sense, especially in a fight which puts him in a mandatory position. Why would he do that? That would be absolute madness. Say what you like about Dillian Whyte. Stupidity ain't one of them, okay? Just ain't one of them. But he wants to clear his name. Clear it totally. So nobody can be saying afterwards, oh, well, he's really a two-time drug cheat and blah, blah, blah. First of all, he's not even a damn one-time drug cheat. Not many people know about that. Again, go have a look at it. Don't have to take my word for it. Yes, he was suspended for 2 years. The British Boxing Board of Control understood that what they found in his system was in a supplement that was previously legal. They put it on the ban list. It was kind of negligence on his part. I suppose he didn't look at the new updated list and he carried on taking the same supplement that he's been taking for a long time. His pre-workout, whatever it is. And they even said, yes, we understand that you didn't do this on purpose, but we have to make an example of you. So again, technically, he's not even a damn one-time drug cheat. But again, you know what, we can argue about that. But some people will say, regardless of the outcome of this one, that he's cheated. Again, is what they're going to say. He's a two-time drug cheat. He ain't a two-time drug cheat. I believe it wholeheartedly. He's not a drug cheat. I honestly believe that. This isn't his way. He would rather go into the ring disadvantaged and get smoothed out rather than win because he's been cheating. I know him well enough to know that. I don't know him that well, but I know him well enough to know that that's kind of his mentality. He ain't afraid to take a loss. He really isn't, okay? Now, in addition, as I said, all he wants to do is prove without a shadow of a doubt that he is innocent. So people can't say, after all this is said and done, after the lawyers have grabbed hold of all these people saying, why did you print this kind of story for? Where did it come from? Who within British Boxing Board of Control? Who within UKAD? Who within VADA? Who knows? Maybe VADA, right? Has leaked something and exaggerated it to the press. Who done that? Because this is meant to be a secret behind the closed door thing. Fact is, you and me shouldn't know anything about anything to do with this. We shouldn't know. The man hasn't even been allowed to celebrate his win. He finally gets the position after the WBC protecting Wilder for over 600 days. Even Wilder himself said, I'm going to freeze you out, all that kind of stuff, okay? Finally, they're backed into a corner, thanks to a lot of you guys. You guys remember, I've been doing videos on it for the longest time. Get hold of the WBC. Get hold of Mauricio Suleiman. Let them know your feelings. And you guys did that. Big up to all of you. Thank you very much. Some people went a little bit too far. I ain't going to say they didn't. Like some people started insulting Mauricio Suleiman's family. That's a little bit too far. But either way, he ain't going to do all that and then cheat, is he? He finally got the position that he wants. Then what's he going to do? Start taking steroids? Come on now. Come on now. Either way, he wants to clear his name totally. So all the paper trail that people seem to think that there is, trying to put jigsaw pieces together that don't really exist, him and his lawyers are going to put it all together, and then present it at the end to say, this is what happened day by day by day by day. This is how it got leaked to the press. These people have been fined, they've been sued, they've been whatever else. Okay? And if it's people within VADA and UKAD and British Box Border Control, their whole system is way out of whack, isn't it? If somebody somewhere leaked it. Seriously. And if by some chance the British Box Border Control end up suspending Dillian Whyte because they want to try and make an example of him for whatever unknown reason, maybe they've done like Eddie Hearn because he's a bit of a cocky, mouthy bugger at the best of times. So even if they do, then why'd you let him fight in the first place? How bad would that be to let him fight and then suspend him after? Good one. So for me, anyway, it's more about, it's not just the B sample as people keep talking about. Who cares about any B sample? B sample, it may even not be required. Maybe they've already gone through the whole B sample situation and everything's cleared. Just out there trying to iron out everything to present it to you guys to say, listen, this is what's happened. He's innocent. That's all it is. Anyway, article in the description box. Of course, as always, come to your own thoughts and conclusions. Please drop them below. Click thumbs up and of course subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next video.